It seems I spend the beginning of each month scrambling for money. I'm beginning to feel it, the emptiness of this place. Hello, big boy, ready to work? I hope so. There's a lot of it. Hello, and welcome back. It's time for harvest. I'm excited. Can't wait to get started. I'm deep in the negative again. I need to get to work. Only one of the bean fields is ready to harvest. The other needs a bit more time. These last couple of months have been hard. It seems like endless contracts. The demand for wood is almost unbearable for me alone. Some other folks have moved here. Most of them are looking for work, with the lack of jobs in the surrounding areas. Once I fill these last few contracts, I'll be able to start funding the town. This one will take a few days. They have set me up with a new container by the trees as I requested. They want these trees and I will gladly give them. It means I can expand my field. I called a few of the new locals to offer them some work. One is in the bean field, and the other is planting the canola, while I bounce between this wood contract and running the green beans. This specific contract will supply the remainder of the wood. The leftover will be used to build the first 2 houses behind the gas station, like a little neighborhood. I kept a bit for myself, but I sold the rest of the harvest off. $12,393 for the first, $12,397 for the second, for a combined total of $24,790. Not a bad turnover if you ask me, on top of what I've been paid so far on the contract. Silas at the shop requested I stop by for a moment. Said he has something for me. He'd better not call me miss. I may lose it. Huh.
Hello, Tilly. I've got something you may want.
I'm a very busy girl. Will I make use of it?
That's up to you, my friend.
He had a potato planter that was being stored for the warehouse across the way. Up for sale, heavily used, but I got it anyway. I paid half up front so that the payments were lower each month. I took the trailer back to the property, took care of the piggies, and was back to the shop for my planter. I repaired it and took it home, then was off to plant wheat in the remaining field. This valley, in the backside of nowhere in the middle of Germany, is starting to feel a bit like home. Maybe Grandpa Perry was onto something. It's now October and the soybeans are ready. We will be holding on to these until the price goes up. One of the pioneers named Leo called me a bit ago. He offered to help with this field so that I can get back to the wood contract. At this point I'm almost done, and the bean field is ready. These soybeans will bring a decent chunk of money once the wood contracts run out. Time to make use of this old grain silo. We'll feed the piggies with this. The rest will be sold. Another pioneer looking for work, named Anon, offered to harvest the other field. So I took that as my cue to finish, or get as close to the end of this contract as possible. How convenient they've put it in the middle of the area. When all was said and done, there is quite a bit of wood here. I just have to wait for them to come pick it up. I've come up with a name for this old tractor. His name is Horton, after the Dr. Seuss character. Because just like in the book, this tractor is still a tractor, no matter how small. As for this one, it's rather unique. I call him Scud, because when I get in, I don't know where I'm going or when I'm stopping. My uncle sent me his old plough, said it would be better used out here, as it's very wide. I was left with all the expenses to get it here, but hey, it was free. I decided halfway through reploughing the smaller field to just combine the two into a bigger one, less waiting if I put them together. Once I finished, I took the harvest to sell at the market. $12,407 for the small field. Altogether, the total harvest income is $37,197. I found some dusty blueprints while cleaning of a beautiful town that Grandpa Perry had drawn up. I plan to stick as close to these as possible. I will actively be using profits to grow this into a small town, with some homes and places to work. 'Tis the season where I can't do anything past my corn harvest next month. I'm exhausted today and I've got some things to take care of through the month. I'll see you at the harvest. It's now November. We have officially been here for half a year. And for the first time, I'm not deep in the red after finances were taken out. The corn is ready, so let's get on that. After much consideration, I've decided once I'm done with the harvest I shall be taking that trip. Mum called me and said if I'm coming home, then she has something for me there. This corn will be for the piggies. Anon offered his assistance once again, and I need money to keep the farm running while I'm away. So I took back to the trees. I've got some time to figure out what needs to be removed, so I can expand this field to a much bigger size. I think I'm going to use this path as the marker. Seems like it could be big enough. Well, off to work again. A couple of the trees had grown pretty close together. As I cut one of them to fall a certain way, it fell the opposite and almost crushed me. I won't bore you with more tree work. I would like to get this done as quickly as possible. I've a field to expand. See you in a moment. Anon and I spoke once he finished the field. I asked him about lending a hand around the property when I'm gone, and I would pay him for his time. He agreed and said he had a few people that would help as well. I felt like it was a godsend. I unloaded the corn, fed the piggies, and stored the rest. I may talk to the lady at the husbandry about supplying grain for TMR. They bag it there fresh anyway. It's what I fed my piggies. It's well into the month, and I'm finally done with the trees. So it's time to expand the field. I'm going to cut new edges and square it off as best I can. I may purchase the plot of land behind the house for a massive field. I have the ability to do it with this plough. It's now December. My trip is growing closer. You can't argue with a beautiful view when you see one. The property is now looking like a proper farm. We have canola, wheat, soybean, corn, and green beans. I spent $60,000 on the land behind the house, cleared the trees, and began plowing. One final field to marinate while I'm away. I'll plant it once I get back. It started to rain partway through, and continued till I was done. Once I was done, I went back to the house. As you can see, I can't possibly do any work, it's too cold. So I'll prepare for my trip. I spent the remainder of December setting up business here. I paid off a few pieces of equipment, and talked to a few different construction crews to figure a budget for some buildings to be constructed while I'm away. Anon, his wife Gertrude, and a few others will stick around the farm. I told them they were welcome to whatever. Just don't let anything happen to it or the pigs. So I leave you here. I shall see you in the next passing. I'm heading home to England for a few months. I've invested about $250,000 to secure some homes for these people. The gate is supposed to be open for me. What gives? Hello? Anyone there? I guess I'll go check. Oh no, not this clown. No wonder the gate is shut.
You again? What do you want?
You to open the gate for me. I'm in a hurry. I've a boat to catch and a long drive after.
I guess, since you were so nice about it.
You're pathetic. You disgust me. And they need to hire someone not so rude to fix things. Now I must leave you. I've a long trip ahead of me. Thank you for joining me. Until next time.